Hello, everyone. I am so excited that you have decided to make cards for nursing home residents. So, in this portion, we're going to talk about how we would write the note in our card to the resident who will be receiving this. So, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start your greeting. You're going to say, Dear, and then normally we'd put the person's name, but since we don't know, we can put friend. And then after your greeting, you always put a comma. So then those are the only words that will go on this line. And so you're going to go to the next line. Now the next line we're going to indent. And so you need to make sure you have 2 finger spaces before your next word. So after we have indented for our letter, we can start with kind of an intro sentence. And your sentence could go something like this. I hope you're having a good day. And then the next part, you'll be introducing yourself. So talk about a little bit about who you are, maybe tell them your name, your grade, things you like to do. You ultimately want the person you're writing to get to know you a little better. So I could say, my name is Joanna. And then for students, you could put maybe what grade you're in. So I could say, I am in 2nd grade. And then I could also talk about my hobbies or my favorite color. For example, my favorite color is pink. And then maybe you're thinking maybe this resident will write you back and you want to ask them a few questions. You could say, what is your favorite color? I could also say, I like to ride my bike and play with my cats. So one thing, you can write whatever you would like here about you, but one thing that you need to make sure we're doing, we need to look at our sentences. And once you're done, you might want to look back over here and make sure you have a capital letter at the beginning of each sentence and a period, question mark, or exclamation point at the end. So when you're done writing, you might want to look over and make sure that first of all, that your letter makes sense and that there's a capital letter and punctuation for each sentence. So now going back to the letter, when you have finished kind of asking questions, talking about yourself, writing what you would like to write, you can kind of close the letter by saying something like, I hope this card encourages you. And then you don't have to do this, but if you want to, that is perfectly okay. You could, if you would like to see if they will write back to you, you could say, if you would like to write to me, I would love to hear from you. And so, like I said, you don't have to do that unless you want to. And even if you put this at the end of your letter and you don't receive anything back, that doesn't mean that they didn't like your letter. It just means maybe they were unable to write to you. So don't think that if they don't write back to you, it means they don't like your letter, because I'm sure they. And so after you've finished your letter, after you've written all of this, you're gonna skip a line and go down to the next line. And you're going to put it right in the middle under the rest of your letter. And this is where we're gonna do our closure. So for our closure, we can put a few different words here. You could put sincerely, comma, or you could put your friend, comma. You could put either of those two, just make sure there's a comma afterwards, because in our greeting and our closing, we always have a comma. And then we're not going to put anything else on this line, but we're going to go to the next line, and that's where you're going to put your name. And then you are done with your letter, and you are ready to go on to the next step on the Google Doc. Thanks for watching.